My name's Claire. I've come from the Rspca. This is Hamish, quite obviously the most important one in the room, who once he's finished chewing his chew will come and have a visit with all of you. There's a lot of animals across Victoria that are needing help in one way or another. Of all of these animals, the ones that we see needing lots and lots of help generally are cats and dogs these days. Cats, dogs and horses. They're our three top animals that we see. Our number one cruelty complaint is generally to do with dogs and people not treating dogs well. Our number two cruelty complaint is horses and people not treating horses well. And number three is cats. Okay? So we see lots of animals that are needing help. What we're going to do in a second is talk about the things that animals need, so what we call the 5 freedoms, the 5 things we think all animals should have. I'll get your biscuit in a minute. 5 things all animals should have, and we'll have a look at some stories that show that animals don't always get these 5 things that we think that they should have. So the Rspca is an animal welfare organisation, meaning animals play particular roles in our lives. We have pets, we have animals that we might use as a food source or as a source of materials to make things. And as a welfare organisation, what we're saying is no matter what role the animals play in our lives, we should be treating them in a good, humane, kind way while they are playing that part in our lives. So even if it is an animal that is going to become a source of food for us, that doesn't mean we can treat it poorly during that journey of it becoming food for us. We need to treat it nicely while it is growing, and if we are going to slaughter it, it needs to be a quick and a humane death, not something that's going to cause them a lot of pain and be prolonged, okay? So we're not saying we can't use animals for anything. We don't believe that. We believe we should look at how we're treating them while those animals are within our lives and making sure they have a really good and happy life. So, some of you I know are already saying, yes, I want to do something to do with animals for your, what's it called, real-time learning. Who's saying, yes, I definitely want to do something with animals? Definitely, that's where I'm going. Put your hands up for me if you're, I think maybe, and after today I'm going to make a bit more of a decision about it. It's okay, you don't have to commit to saying yes right now. You're allowed to say, I'm sort of half and half at the moment. 1 or 2 or 3, good, okay. Be honest, it's okay. I don't mind if you choose something else. It's all right because I think I've just got 20 who said yes, I want to do something with animals. Yay. Tell me the stuff that animals need. Throw me your hands in the air to tell me, what do animals need? They need water. They need food. Love. Love goes across everything. We don't say that explicitly, but I agree with you.
Exercise.
Exercise, definitely.
And shelter.
Shelter, for sure. Before microchips, not as many animals went to their original home. Now that microchips are compulsory, we are seeing a whole heap more animals going home, and they're going home within 2 days. It used to be a lot longer. So microchips have been great. All animals should be free from pain, injury and disease. So grooming, we should groom them to make sure that they're being kept healthy. We should take them to the vet if they're sick, but also to prevent them from getting sick. We should do things like give them vaccinations, give them worming treatment to stop them from getting sick. Got to have plenty of fresh, clean water. And what about food? So, can I feed Hamish the same as what I would feed a rabbit? No. So not only do I have to give them food, but I've got to make sure it's the right type of food. Animals should be able to do pretty much what they would normally do. So if I kept Hamish in a tiny cage, could he do what he normally does? No. So animals should be able to do the behaviours they would normally do. Freedom from fear and distress. What do you think that means?
I'd say you hit them or beat them or
and that might make them scared. Yep.
Yeah.
They might become fearful, so we shouldn't be doing that.
So this one, they get up there,
Put your hand up. Have a think. Is it missing out on freedom from discomfort, freedom from fear and distress, freedom to express normal behaviour, freedom from hunger and thirst, or freedom from pain, injury and disease? Yes, I know some of them are missing out on most of them. You just have to choose which one you're going to put it into, okay? Once you've popped your pictures down, sort of stand in a bit of a semicircle so you can see all of the pictures. Be able to see, so we can see what people decided. So there's a whole range of things here. Every single picture here is an issue that the RSPCA has an interest in. This picture itself was actually taken from America. We don't do this particular testing in Australia, but we still do animal testing in Australia. Who's missing out on one? Now, so colours is the easy way to go. So if you've got one of the tricky ones, split it into colours. Everything we can to encourage people. So make sure you are watching this bit, because if you stuff this bit up, it gets hard. If you get this bit right, beautiful. If you get this bit right, it's all easy. So I'm taking this one. You might take a different one, but I've got to go across that little bit that sort of is a tail. And I'm going to go under that loop.
Through? Oh, okay, yeah.
Is it like this?
Okay, yeah,
That's okay. Mine's little because it's already done.
Is it like this?
Yeah!
No. Okay, then over,
Yep.
under,
Perfect.
and this one, over, under.
Under, and then pull both really tight.
Yeah, I did that. Okay, so that's, get that, get that, get that, get that, get that, get that.
Go again.
You'd think. You'd never think. I do.
Keep on going and pull really tight. As tight as you
Yours
can.
was amazing, man. I want to try it again. I'm not very good at it. Very good at it.
And then, so pull your white ones up really tight.
Like they come up like the red and white slowly out. You don't kill the shot, you run out there.